Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Review Junction. I'm your host, Kyle. There's a reason why sitcoms like Friends or The Office are still remembered today. They're brilliant in almost every single way. So imagine when another series has the same potential, but instead becomes a steaming pile of dog shit. I'm of course talking about 2.5 Men. Let's take a look. The series begins with Charlie Harper, a man with too much money in his pocket, a gorgeous beach house, and incredibly beautiful women every other night, as his life is turned upside down when his brother moves in with his son. Although Charlie's not good with kids, he now has to hide from his vices and become a worthy role model. As far as the plot goes, 2.5 Men had an excellent first 2 seasons. They were entertaining, witty, and all around very well written. But as with any show that Chuck Lorre creates, it quickly goes downhill until reaching rock bottom. You know, Chuck Lorre has a knack for creating awful shows. He destroys everything he creates. Take The Big Bang Theory, for instance. That show is turned into a cesspool of humorless jokes and unresolved plot lines, yet it's still on the air. Likewise, 2.5 Men becomes progressively worse with every season, but it doesn't become truly horrible until season 9. Coincidentally, when Charlie Sheen leaves. By season 9, the series becomes asinine. It is so bad that I can't subject myself to it any longer. And this continues for 4 more seasons. 4 fucking seasons! By this point, Chuck Lorre is insulting our intelligence. Last year, I said How I Met Your Mother had the worst ending of all time. But that was before I saw this one. From a technical standpoint, it leaves character development unresolved, creates plot lines that don't make sense, features horrible production values, and more, just so it could stroke Chuck Lorre's ego and bring Charlie Sheen down to the dirt. In addition, while the major and recurring characters are well developed, some of them frequently appear for several episodes, but then disappear for entire seasons. It's this that makes the overarching plot feel uneven, and ultimately, not that interesting. But enough about Chuck Lorre's awful writing skills. Let's talk about 2.5 Men's solid cast. Charlie Sheen plays Charlie Harper, one of our main 3 characters. Charlie's acting here is usually pretty good, but compared to his previous work with Platoon, it's notable that he starts caring less for the material as time passes. Next, John Cryer as Alan Harper, Charlie's brother. There's a reason Cryer is featured in every episode. His acting is phenomenal. Between the impressions, the pathetic whining, and the believable emotions, Cryer lights up the screen practically every moment in which he's featured. Ashton Kutcher plays newcomer Walden Schmidt. I think it goes without saying that Ashton Kutcher is one of the worst actors of all time. And yet, just like Rob Schneider, he's still landing roles in TV and movies. Stop supporting this fucking dimwit. Then there's Angus T. Jones as Jake, Alan's son. In the first couple seasons, this kid is hilarious, perhaps because he treats acting like playtime instead of work. But as he grows older, it's clear that his acting abilities never improve. Finally, there are all the recurring cast members. Maren Hinkle as Judith, Melanie Linsky as Rose, Conchata Ferrell as Berta, and Holland Taylor as Evelyn. All of these women enrich the 2.5 Men experience, making it all the more funny. Not to mention that each of these characters feel unique because of the actresses behind them, allowing over-the-top characteristics to feel much more grounded. Filmed in front of a live audience, 2.5 Men has surprisingly high budget values. Most of the effects are practical and fit well with awesome sets that would give the ones featured in Friends a run for its money. Unfortunately, it hasn't been released on Blu-ray yet. Because of this, the quality is noticeably bad, even though the upscaled DVDs do help. Same with the audio. 2.5 Men just doesn't suit the home theater experience. That being said, warm colors and appropriate lighting easily disguise the fact that the series doesn't actually take place in a house. And the music, supported by a catchy main theme and simple fills, really fits with the series' overall tone. Overall, 2.5 Men is still wildly entertaining despite Chuck Lorre's involvement. While the series initially seems misogynistic, the female actresses prove the opposite. For mild fans, the first 2 seasons are a must-own. For dedicated fans, owning all 8 is a great choice. But you all should pretend seasons 9 to 12 don't exist. It's for your own good, because 2.5 Men gets a 5.5 out of 10. So thanks for watching, guys. Which of Chuck Lorre's shows do you think is the best? Dharma and Greg, Big Bang Theory, or 2.5 Men? Let me know in the comments below. So thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like and share it on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. All the links for those can be found in the description below.
Also, don't forget to subscribe by hitting that big button over there. And while you're at it, why not click that email checkbox so that our videos don't get buried with all the other channels you're subscribed to. I'm Zack.
And I'm Kyle. And we're Battlefront Productions. Really? You mean the subscribe button bigger than us?
Well, it is prettier than this.